I've been with the orchestra for about 30 years, and I sort of came in a kind of unusual way because I had a full-time orchestra career for a number of years, and fell in love with Maine when my siblings and our spouses bought property in Maine and started spending summers and playing in a summer chamber music festival, Sebago Long Lake Festival, and just loved Maine and decided to take a year off. I was in between two children, one just born and one coming, and decided to take a year off from my job and see what it was like to live in Maine. It just happened that the openings were there, and Bruce Hangen knew we were around and said, "Why don't you come audition?" I come from a very musical family. People joke that, we could make up a whole symphony. And I'm one of 5 children. We all played instruments. My mother was a musician. Although she had started her career as a biology professor, she really spent most of her life in music. And we all played. There was always lots of music at our house. I grew up playing chamber music. As soon as I could get in there to that second violin part, I was in there playing along with everybody else. And to this day, most of my outside work from the Portland Symphony involves chamber music. So I started on violin, I think I was about 5, and played violin really all through high school and part of college. Gradually I started sneaking a little viola in because at summer chamber music camp or in various orchestras there were never enough violists, so they always said, "Oh well, Laurie, why don't you try viola?" And I'm kind of an inner voice person. I like being on the inside, and I'm also a deep voice person. I always loved the cello, but my older sister played the cello, so I didn't get to do that. So playing viola I liked, but I think the thing that really got me to viola was when I got my own instrument, and that's this viola that I'm playing on now. It was made for me by a very fine Dutch maker who had moved to the United States. And once I had my own viola that sounded so wonderful and resonated, really, I believe a lot in the vibrations of a string instrument on the body and how you connect with your instrument and the range and the timbres. And it just fit me, and I went with that. It's actually a mission of mine to keep real, solid, live music with us. And I don't think there's anything that's better than sitting in a good hall like ours and hearing music live from all these different individual people who are putting in their input. The physical, getting back to the vibrations, the physical quality, the effect on your skin and in your organs of hearing live music is a wonderful, wonderful thing that is not often recognized. You cannot get the same sensation from the stereo or from the movie theater or from your headphones or whatever. That live from one person to another. My vibrations, which I am creating on my viola, are going right out to the audience, and I think about that all the time, how even though I'm sitting in a large group of people, my particular feelings of the moment are going out and vibrating around the hall, and other people are picking them up. And when you have 80 people on stage doing that, it's just a phenomenal experience, and that's what the Portland Symphony does.